Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Thomas tells Hope everything that happened the night Emma failed. Still in the administrative office at Forrester Creations, Thomas repeated that he wasn't responsible for Emma's death. "It's no secret I was not a saint back also, but I am not responsible," Thomas said intensively. Thomas hugged Steffi and thanked her for believing in him. In the cabin, Liam knew that Hope did not want to hear his warning about Thomas, but he claimed that she had to hear to him. "You aren't safe with Thomas, not emotionally and not physically," Liam said. He asked Hope what would be if she were to say commodity that set Thomas out. "What if he runs you off a precipice, too?" Liam fooled. Hope again refuted claims that Thomas was a killer. "I know the man he really is," Hope snapped. Liam pressed Hope for details on who Thomas really was. "Do you love him?" Liam asked. Hope said that she'd tell Liam what she had told everyone differently. Her passions for Thomas were private. Liam agreed not to push. Before leaving, Liam prayed Hope to promise that she'd not be blindsided by whatever the coming round of Thomas's dark secrets might be. At the sanitarium, Finn gave Eric an examination. "What is the verdict, Croker?" Eric asked, his words still slightly slurred. Finn smiled and blazoned that Eric was making excellent progress. Eric thanked Finn for taking similar good care of him. Finn joked that the Forresters would have come after him with pitchforks had he not, with Steffi leading the charge. And Luna arrived to visit with Eric. Finn told the Brace to have a nice visit with Eric but asked if they could move Eric to take it easy. Before Finn could leave, Eric again told Finn that he was incredibly thankful for all Finn had done. After Finn had left the room, Luna blazoned that she N.R.J. hadn't shown up empty-handed. Luna reached into her bag and pulled out the old stapler that meant so important to Eric. "The guardian of the stapler," Eric said with a laugh. Eric transferred RJ to get some water. While his grandson was down, Eric asked Luna about her passions for RJ. As Luna participated how RJ had added so important to her life, RJ returned and heated still from the doorway. "Perfect timing," Eric said when he spotted RJ. "Life is precious. However, give it all you got," Eric told the couple, "if love finds you." Latterly in his office, Finn met back over with Steffi. Finn gave Steffi an update on Eric's perfecting condition. She, in turn, streamlined Finn on the discussion she would have with Thomas. Reading Steffi's face, Finn knew that Thomas had denied any involvement in Emma's death. Steffi claimed that Finn might believe Thomas if he made further of in trouble to get to know Thomas. The idea that Thomas could kill someone was absurd, according to Steffi. Finn said that he did not want to upset Steffi. However, Steffi replied, also Finn demanded to drop his belief that Thomas had been involved in Emma's death, if that was true. Hope was lighting candles when Thomas arrived at the cabin. Thomas was touched that Hope had gone to similar lengths for their evening together. Hope laughed and mused that she intended to reap the benefits of her sweats, as well. A dimmed Thomas said that he demanded to delay the launch of their romantic evening for a bit. Thomas participated that Finn had dragooned Steffi to talk to him about the night that Emma had failed. Hope said that she really did not want to talk about that, but Thomas claimed to be relieved that the matter had resurfaced. Thomas explained that he wanted to tell her everything about that night because it was an important piece of their being suitable to move forward together. Hope said that she allowed. She formerly knew everything about that night and told Thomas that she demanded to know the whole verity. Thomas agreed. Thomas turned and took a many way down from Hope. He took a deep breath and started to relate everything that had happened. Thomas said that he and Emma had gotten into an argument because Emma had wanted to tell Hope the verity about her apparently dead baby. Thomas conceded that the videotape footage that Xander had pulled showed him chasing after Emma in an attempt to stop her. Thomas said that Xander had tried to pull GPS data from Thomas's auto to prove that Thomas had been at the spot of Emma's accident. Thomas revealed that by the time the police had arrived, he'd cancelled the data. Thomas said that with the verity about him knowing about baby Beth being known, he didn't suppose that anyone would believe that his presence at Emma's crash point had been anything but unrighteous. "So, you were there?" Hope asked, her voice shaking. Thomas told Hope that he'd been in an auto chase with Emma when she would lost control of her auto on the dangerous angles of Mulholland Drive and crashed. "I saw it, but I did not beget it, Hope." "I did not kill her," Thomas professed. Hope asked Thomas if he'd tried to help Emma. He replied that he hadn't because there was no way that anyone could have survived the impact of the crash. "I no way meant for Emma to die," Thomas said vocally. Since he'd told Hope everything, Thomas asked if Hope could forgive him. Hope stood silent, a tear streaming down her impertinence. Justin Barber destroys Thomas Forrester. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Thomas Forrester's little Emma Barber isn't going down anytime soon. In fact, effects are about to go from bad to worse when Emma's uncle Justin Barber gets involved. Xander Avant is a man on a charge and armed with video substantiation. B&B spoilers say Xander obviously wants Thomas Forrester to pay for what he thinks are crimes against Emma. But the laws are murky when it comes to auto accidents and holding people responsible. Indeed, if Thomas truly is to condemn, he may have inadvertently committed the perfect crime. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, Thomas Forrester is in hot water, but that doesn't mean that Thomas Forrester and his family won't end up paying dearly for the death of Emma Barber. The Bobbies may not be suitable to get Thomas in front of a judge, but Emma's ruthless counsel Uncle Justin Barber presumably can. B&B spoilers: Justin Barber destroys Thomas Forrester. Emma Barber's family may have enough substantiation, thanks to Xander Avant and his new bestie John Finnegan, to file an unlawful death action against Thomas Forrester. The Forrester family finances are always a bit vague on the bold and the beautiful. Obviously Thomas has plutocrat, and Emma's family could take every penny of it. In fact, they may not stop there, they could sue Thomas for shares of Forrester Creations that he owns. Seeing as how Thomas Forrester has been working for Hope for the future, Hope Logan's company could be in trouble as well. She presumably won't marry him if he ruins her career. B&B spoilers: Emma Barber's death isn't going down. It's been quite a while since we saw Justin Barber on The Bold and the Beautiful, but it would be strange if he didn't pop back over now that Emma Barber is the content of discussion each over city. Do you suppose Thomas Forrester is in serious trouble? Will Justin Barber not stop until he destroys the Forresters for what happened to his bastard? According to the police report after Emma's crash, her death was an accident. Of course, Thomas was a person of interest, especially after Xander's ranting about Thomas chasing after her and being at the scene of the accident. Still, after the disquisition was finished, Thomas was cleared of all wrongdoing. The police decided that Emma was texting and driving recklessly, and that's the end of the story. Emma's case was closed and everyone had moved on, except for Xander. Both Steffi and Hope Logan were hurt by everything that happened in this case, and neither wants to be reminded of it. Why can't everyone just forget about this and let it go? Thomas Forrester shares his story. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Xander has stirred up a lot of interest in this story, and indeed Steffi is demanding answers from Thomas. Steffi was fine to let this go before Finn began pushing her because of everything Xander had told him. Still, Xander was indeed there. How can Thomas defend himself when there's no substantiation? Is Thomas able of murder? Only time will tell as he opens up to Steffi and tells his story. Thomas will admit that he was there and saw Emma crash, but he didn't offer to help her at all. Of course, Thomas will try to put a positive spin on this because he always twists effects in his favor. Just how important verity will Thomas reveal?